Shakespeare and Tennessee Williams are probably the most prolific writers. Imagery and their words are so important, not so important, but are so filled with imagery and filled with so much emotion and very thought-provoking. The question is by just saying their words, I'm not sure if we're understanding what you're supposed to be getting out of their words. And I think that that's, so what I'm saying is different is, particularly what Eddie was saying, he was saying to get certain things in order to get you into the character. And I'm going to say, with using that, how about using the words and understanding exactly what you're going to say? And part of that could simply be using your own words. Understanding what you're going to say. Everyone, I'm sure you kind of know what you want to get out of the scene. So put it in your own words. For you to substitute.
Yeah.
And then what happens is then once you understand what you want to say, you then can substitute what he, in this case all he's, is trying to get out of the scene. Instead of just projecting tones, you'll know, because this is how you normally speak. If I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, because what I was getting was acting. What I was getting was words, but not words. They weren't coming from within you. And I think that's very, very important. So I think you should try that. And once you're able to do that, you're able then to substitute, and you'll find out that what you want to accomplish, you're going to get. One other point, Roger says this all the time. These are not monologues, but you say them as monologues because you're the only one that's going to be speaking. And so how about saying something and waiting for the reaction that you're supposed to get?
Yeah.
And not just going on because no one else is speaking.
And what's the answer to that? Why do people, do you think, do that?
Because
What do you think that is? I think I know what it is. I think I know. And that's because people are scared shitless to
of
pause.
silence.
They think it's going to bore people if they don't keep talking. But what it does is it bores people. It bores people if you just keep talking and don't react off of a moment. That's what's boring. Constantly talking without any reacting to the person who's listening to you. That's boring.
There's empathy.
At parties, do you want to talk to somebody who's not listening to you, and just have somebody just keep talking, and not reacting to you? It's boring. Well, that's the audience. So we're scared to have silence. We think silence is deadly, but it's never silence if you're thinking and playing off of what that person might be saying back to you in their thoughts, or some image that's coming to you. That's not boring. And it's fear that keeps you from doing that. I think it is.
I just want to finish. So there's empathy in your Shylock, and the reason that you keep saying, you know, each point that you make, am I not this? Am I not this? It's because you're seeing something in the other individual, and then once you see it, you're attacking it to try to get something from them, to saying that you're human. Aren't I just like you? But it's not, aren't I just like you? And then you go on, and then you go on, and then you go on. It's hitting, and then almost like attacking. And even with the Tom, there's wonderful music and imagery in that he almost hears Laura's voice.
Yeah.
And then he responds.
Okay.
If you live through that, then we follow your journey. But if you're just saying it, we don't follow your journey.
Okay?
Can I just very quickly elaborate on what you said?
A lot of work to do.
2 seconds.
A lot of work to do.
When you say the cause,
Yeah.
I've all said that word cause, we've all heard it. You start digging into the word cause, it has different meanings. Let us hear cause for the first time. Everybody in Shakespeare, you find those old words that we've heard a million times, you have to hear them a new way.
Okay? All right, so, Tom, you ready to go? So, take the middle part of where you left off. The other thing that's hard is, for instance, I was very specific, and one of the hardest parts of being an actor is before you do something, to take direction. That's very hard. It means you have to be listening rather than worrying about my audition or this and that. It means you have to be really listening. A number of people do what we were asking you to do, which is only the first half. Only the first half of your speech. When you go to an audition, no one's going to say anything. They're going to say, thank you. And then you go out and they go, she didn't listen. What's that going to be like in rehearsal? He didn't listen. Are they just going to forget it? Oh, that was just the audition. Or they're going to say the audition is what we're going to get when we go into rehearsal. So I think we have to be very careful that we listen carefully to what's asked of you. What's asked of you to be able to get that. Particularly in callbacks, when people call you back, that's all they're doing. They're seeing how you respond. They're throwing curveballs at you. In the audition, the first time, it's a fastball. Yeah, you get a fastball. Anybody can get a fastball. Callbacks get the curveballs and the screwballs. Yeah. And can you handle the screwball in the car? You know, everybody hits the hard ball. Fastball, right down the middle of the plate. Do my speech, it's over. Great. Now, here's an adjustment. Here's an adjustment. What are you going to do? A lot of people can't adjust. They can't hear. And they're brilliant. They can't do that. You got to be very relaxed and open. That's why. All right. Take only the second half. Just only one. We're going to do a close-up. 1 minute only at the most. We'll start. We'll take two at a time. We'll start with.